Get ready to explore Pfizer's financial journey during one of the toughest times in recent memory, the COVID-19 pandemic, and how the company performed during this challenging period. Pfizer, a name linked with pharmaceutical innovation, stood at the forefront of vaccine development during this global health crisis. We'll look at how a company with a long history in medical science got through a global pandemic and came out on top not only as a maker of life-saving medicines, but also as a huge moneymaker. This story is about more than numbers. It's about the intersection of healthcare, business ethics, and global politics in an unprecedented era. Pfizer has a long history in the drug business. It was founded in 1849. They have been the leaders in medical research for many years, making both medicines and vaccines. Before the pandemic, they worked hard on research and development to stay ahead in a very competitive field. However, COVID-19 was a turning point. The world was dealing with a growing health problem, which gave Pfizer and many other drug businesses both a challenge and an opportunity. The company rearranged all of its priorities and reassigned all of its research and development resources to making a vaccine for the coronavirus that had stopped the whole world. Not only would this choice change the course of the pandemic, but it would also change Pfizer's role in the drug business and its financial future. Together with BioNTech, Pfizer started a big project to make a vaccine when COVID-19 went around. This was a huge project that used cutting-edge mRNA technology. The development speed was unprecedented, with the vaccine being developed, tested, and authorized for emergency use in less than a year, a process that typically takes decades. This quick creation and distribution was made possible by big investments and teamwork around the world. Not only did Pfizer work on developing vaccines for scientific reasons, but they also helped with logistics and international relations by negotiating with countries and international groups about how to distribute the vaccines. The vaccine's development also demonstrated Pfizer's agility and innovation in responding to a global health emergency, setting a new standard for vaccine development in the future. The COVID-19 vaccine made the company a huge amount of money. Even though economies around the world were in bad shape in 2020, Pfizer's sales rose sharply to $41.9 billion, a small increase from 2019. It wasn't until 2021 that Pfizer's wealth really took off. The company made $81.3 billion in sales, almost twice as much as the previous year. Sales of its COVID-19 vaccine were a big part of this growth. This trend kept going into 2022, when Pfizer reported sales of over $100 billion, the highest level of sales in the company's history. The fact that these numbers show how important the COVID-19 vaccine was to Pfizer's financial growth and how much of the company's income it brought in is clear. This financial performance, while impressive, brought Pfizer into the spotlight, raising questions about pharmaceutical profits during a global health crisis and the pricing and accessibility of life-saving vaccines. The financial performances of Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and AstraZeneca during the COVID-19 pandemic reflect diverse strategies and outcomes influenced by their respective approaches to vaccine development and distribution. In 2021, Johnson & Johnson reported that its pharmaceutical segment, which includes the COVID-19 vaccine, saw a 13.6% operational sales growth. The overall revenue for Johnson & Johnson in 2021 was $93.8 billion, and in 2022, it slightly increased to $94.9 billion. This growth was driven by various products, not just the COVID-19 vaccine, indicating a more diversified revenue stream compared to Pfizer. In contrast, AstraZeneca, in collaboration with Oxford University, provided their COVID-19 vaccine at no profit during the pandemic. This approach was significantly different from Pfizer's. While this decision might have limited their financial gain during the pandemic, it also positioned AstraZeneca differently in public perception and within the global healthcare community. The financial performance of Pfizer amidst the pandemic has sparked considerable controversy. Concerns have been expressed by critics regarding the moral implications of profiting from a worldwide health crisis. Concerns that vaccine accessibility was prioritized in high-income countries over those of lower-income countries have been prominent themes of discussion. Controversial subjects have also included the pricing of the vaccine, patent rights, and the involvement of major pharmaceutical companies in regulating access to life-saving medications. These conversations transcend Pfizer and enter into the wider responsibilities of the pharmaceutical industry industry in the event of a global health emergency. The discussion contrasts the ethical obligation to guarantee fair and equal healthcare access during a pandemic with the necessity for businesses to recover their financial investment in research and development. The global impact of Pfizer's vaccine cannot be overstated. By the end of 2021, Pfizer had produced over 3 billion doses of its mRNA-based COVID-19 vaccine, reaching about 1.4 billion people worldwide. This achievement significantly contributed to global vaccination efforts, playing a crucial role in controlling the spread of the virus. However, the distribution also brought to light issues of vaccine equity, with a large portion of doses reaching high-income countries. This disparity raised questions about the role of pharmaceutical companies in ensuring fair and equitable access to life-saving medications during a global crisis. In summary, Pfizer's journey through the COVID-19 pandemic is a complex narrative of scientific triumph, financial gain, and ethical dilemmas. The company's rapid development and distribution of a COVID-19 vaccine have had an undeniable impact on global health, altering the course of the pandemic. Financially, Pfizer has reached unprecedented heights, but this success has sparked a global conversation about the role of profit in healthcare during a crisis. As we reflect on Pfizer's story, it's crucial to consider the broader implications for the pharmaceutical industry, public health policy, and global equity. The lessons learned from this experience will likely shape the response to future global health emergencies, highlighting the need for a balanced approach that considers both corporate interests and humanitarian responsibilities.